Yellow Lambo. Shatta Wale lied. Prison sentence possible. Why? He went to Adu-Boahene, my brother, and took the car. Remember when I told him, Shatta, me, I know the story about the car, tracing it from the FBI and all that. But my boy, let the car go. And yet he allowed himself to be convinced by Adu-Boahene and his lawyer Tachia. So you see why I told you, Shatta Wale was communicating with Adu-Boahene on this car issue. All the time Shatta Wale was making all the noise. We knew this. And we tried to warn him. Bros, I can't tell you everything.
So as I'm talking to you, there is a fresh update on a year Charles Ni Ama Mensah Jr. Shatta Wale, a year the yellow Lamborghini issues be at. Sorry, last year. Me very sure say update no unim hunsem because on this particular channel, me the update be abrel afa ho. Now as I'm talking to you, yen nyina ye dwen say bi asem no akwakoda because in one of Shatta Wale's interviews or chiremu ese wama kwan say Yoko epa omfa car no enko back to America. So I in particular mpona me dwen say asem no eto atwa because once a Shatta say wapene so say enfa car ne enko ne de asem ne to atwa. Nanso se me no ka say information eba bonting and it say court issues be eguso so around the yellow Lamborghini just a seminal ka say akopie mu ye Supreme Court. Now Black Rasta or no, he is more interested in that particular issue no nani edi asem na chi. Black Rasta ba wanting the same bia about a Shatta Wale a yellow Lamborghini no now according to a Black Rasta was say ansha na ya mompaya maybe Charles Ni Ama Mensah Jr. Shatta Wale ebetimi akojeo ewo the yellow Lamborghini issues no because Black Rasta echirimu or say before no ensem bi Shatta ekokan ye ewo court no na tese ensem no enye ensem a ewom na opeso ochirimu se na eyentro e na Shatta etwaye concerning se okase auto car no on the street no Black Rasta echirimu omo say car no Shatta Wale got it from Nana Adu-Boahene. Black Rasta eneka. No baby into details with some court papers and in the keka home. Me pese yako share this particular short video of a Black Rasta. Eba video you to the last and send ya obetinin semina or kano asi high vibes 24 trends.
Now this is the dancehall king. His name is Shatta Wale. He's an achieved musician right here in Ghana. We all know him. Hey. Now, Yoko got wind of the fact that there was a certain Lamborghini Euros in Ghana. The chassis number was given. And Yoko decided to go after it. Intel pointed at this car in Shatta Wale's house. So, Yoko decided to go there. And Yoko is Economic and Organized Crime Office, headed by that blue suit wearing dude, the security capo di tutti capi. His name is Raymond Archer. They went right into the house of Shatta Wale. Right at the door, there was a bit of resistance, but they got in there. Shatta Wale later said that they came in with guns and he had them cocking guns, crack, 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 as if they were running after some criminal. But what really happened in that house? They went there and then they showed them whatever it was they had to show them to come into the house. They needed to seek the consent of the dancehall king who was taking a rest. When he heard that Yoko was there, he said, okay, what do they want? Allow them in. They came in. And then they told him, we are here for a certain Lamborghini Euros that is in your possession. Do you have a Lambo? He said, yes, I have one. We are here to take it because this Lambo was bought with stolen money. At the time, it came out that it was even stolen. Controversy all over the place. We were told that it was even a car that was owned by somebody who was killed and the car stolen and then later sold. It's a whole long chain. My brother, my sister, this is the beautiful Lambo. Lamborghini Euros. My brother, my sister, Shatta Wale begged the Yoko people and said, you know what? I am a very popular musician. If you take this Lambo from me, it's going to spread all over the place. My Nigerian friends would even laugh at me. They would say that I bought a stolen car. So if you may allow me, go back to Yoko. I will drive it myself to you. They respected him and decided to walk away. He drove the car himself to Yoko and parked it there. Now the agreement was that they will keep it undertone. Nobody would get to hear about this. Yoko understood. Shatta Wale understood. This car was supposed to be shipped back to America because it was bought with stolen money. And we are soon going to be telling you how it was even bought. It was bought by a criminal. My brother, my sister, a criminal who is languishing in jail right now for 86 months of jail time, an equivalent of 7 years. My brother, my sister, he's called Nana Kwabena Amoah. This is the guy we're talking about. He bought this car, which we were told was owned by a woman, and the owner was killed, the car stolen, and then sold to this Kwabena Amoah who bought it with stolen money. So from one crime to the other. My brother, my sister, this man is in jail right now in America. Now hear the interesting story. After the Lambo came to Ghana, they went to pick it up. Shatta Wale said, oh, relax, I'll bring it myself. And he kept his word. Out of respect, he took the car back to Yoko. Yoko shook hands with him. When Shatta Wale got back home, a bird whispered into his ears, these Yoko people, maybe they want the car themselves. No American wants this car. These cars are so many in America. How much is this car sell for? America people go like the car. No, I will talk. Now, according to people around Shatta Wale, bloggers had already started talking about the Lamborghini Euros and how Shatta Wale's Euros was taken from him. Well, quickly, Shatta Wale bought another Lambo. But that one was not yellow. It was violet, like the color of his shirt here. We'll talk about that later. He has money. He can buy that car tenfold or even more. But hear this. After Yoko and Shatta calmed down, and Shatta started hearing things, he went on social media and attacked Yoko. How Yoko had come for his car, and how he was going to go back and get the car, and blah, 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 blah. Finally, he was arrested. Fans went up to the Yoko area, danced around and, displayed placards and all that. And then it calmed down. Shatta Wale, according to investigators, had told some of them that this car was given to him by Kwabena Adu-Boahene. This guy, he was the boss of the NSB, National Signals Bureau, under Nana Addo. This was Nana Addo's poster kid. He loved him like Jonathan loved David. Watch this. No. Shatta Wale is friends with this guy. They know each other. And the intel is that once in a while he'll go to this guy and take cars because he had a certain company called the Dream Collections, which was situated at Kempinski Hotel. And we even saw a video of this guy's company, Dreams Collection, advertising cars, luxurious cars. These are the cars. Look at them. With the yellow Lambo sitting in there. My brother, my sister, and investigators saw this. Is this not a Lambo that was given to Shatta Wale later? Oh, Shatta is right. The moment Shatta mentioned Adu-Boahene, it was easy to track this. The investigations on Adu-Boahene went deeper. They realized that he actually had a car collection, whatever. And they saw the Lambo in there. And then the investigations got deeper. The rest of the story is so interesting. Hey, I'm regretting that I didn't become an investigator from the start. It's sweet, the forensics. But watch this. Adu-Boahene, for some reason, got in contact with Shatta Wale, allegedly, and that will be proven later, with his lawyer, to convince Shatta Wale not to allow the car to go. Shatta Wale should continue to say he has never met Adu-Boahene, he doesn't know him. And that he bought the car on the street. My brother, my sister, we all remember that story, right? But we pause it here. The car was actually bought with stolen money by one Nana Kwabena Amwa. This guy. But who is this guy? Come here. Round the doors here. Watch this. Nana Kwabena Amwa is a 33-year-old Ghanaian national labeled by United States federal prosecutors as the leader of a massive multi-state transnational cyber fraud and money laundering ring. The leader. Amongst Ali Baba and the 40 thieves, this is Ali Baba, the leader. He gained widespread prominence in Ghanaian media following a high-profile international asset recovery operation. Listen. High-profile what? Asset recovery operation where the FBI and Ghana's Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko, seized a luxury 2019 Lamborghini Euros tied to his crimes. Yeah? He was born in Ghana. He lived a transient lifestyle across the United States. Transient. Utilizing a New York driver's license and residing in cities like Houston, Texas, before his arrest. This is according to the Lexington Herald. Now watch this. Born in Ghana, that was what he did. Now between 2021 and 2023, Amwa masterminded a highly coordinated business email compromise BEC scheme. His network intercepted ongoing financial relationships to target nearly 70 public, municipal, and private corporate entities across the United States. Did you hear that? Sophisticated. He went into that. Amwa directed co-conspirators such as Shemia McDonald to procure fake identity documents using information stolen from real people. He instructed them to open fraudulent shell corporations such as Gretson Company LLC and set up commercial bank accounts to intercept and launder large corporate wire payments. Big money. This is a king. Amwa's highest profile criminal operation occurred in August 2022, targeting the municipal government of Lexington, Kentucky. Posing via email as a legitimate local non-profit organization managing municipal housing initiatives, Amwa's syndicate successfully manipulated city officials. They tricked the local government into wiring. Listen, he tricked the whole local government. Do you know what that means? He was a corporate thief into wiring a total of $3.9 million and above dollars, almost $4 million of public funds directly into their fraudulent shell accounts. And even the American local government couldn't detect this. Hey! Flip. The FBI tracked Amwa's digital footprints, financial trails, telegram logs, and bank surveillance footage, leading to his federal indictment in January 2023. Then he put in a plea deal because he knew, listen, that he was going to jail. Now the plea deal is, I will tell you the other people I've worked with, who I sent this to, this thing that I bought, I did this, I did this. That was where he gave all the information to the FBI. In June 2023, Amwa pleaded guilty to one federal count of conspiracy to commit money laundering. In exchange for his plea, an additional charge of conspiracy to commit wire fraud was dismissed. On October 18, 2023, U.S. District Judge Karen Caldwell officially sentenced Amwa to 86 months, an equivalent of 7 years, 2 months in federal prison. Now the court ordered him to pay a massive 4.7 million American dollars plus in restitution. Restitution means all the money you have stolen, bring all the money back. Whatever you've used the money to buy, we seize, and that's restitution to repay his victims. He remains incarcerated in the U.S. federal prison. Now, this is the guy we're talking about. He shipped the car to Ghana. His mother was sick. We're told he used to send money, kakra kakra. Probably the mother didn't even know that he was a thief. Sophisticated corporate thief. Not a pickpocket. Higher than armed robber. This is an intellectual thief. Corporate assassin of a thief. Jesus. This was what he was doing. The local government in America was strict to send $4 million. He doesn't have time for romance, fraud, and scam, where people will send you $20,000, $10,000, millions sent. Wow. Sakawa. And a sakawa. He shipped it to Ghana. It was supposed to be picked by his brother. Whatever happened, they were supposed to sell the car and use that to take care of their mother. He loves his mother so much. Wherever that story was, it got into the hands of Adu-Boahene. And this is the king of stolen cars, who was friends with almost all the car thieves in America. Adu-Boahene, this guy. Jesus. Hi! When cars were stolen, this is where the danger is. They found their way to this guy, as told to us by investigators. And you know what he did? He put national security number plates on them. Nobody could stop those cars. National security. He used his office to undermine the laws of Ghana and stupidify. The goodwill of Ghana. In other words, to make stupid our achievements. That's what he did. And I'm going to be telling you more. When the car got to him, you know what he did? Hey, Ibrade. You know why I'm quiet? I'm thinking about what to say and what not to say. So, Shatta likes cars. Or pekapa. So, he got in contact with this guy. Blah, 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 blah. They started to chat. Oh, Charlie. And then Adu-Boahene showed him this car. When he saw it, it was like, whoa! How can such a beautiful baby be sitting down idle? Me a one time. And Adu-Boahene said, oh, we just do some small work on him. We finished the work. No. Oh, me a one time. You sure say you want time? Yeah. Oh, Dada, me a one time. You see all these things I've said? Wait. They would unfold like a mat in front of Mount Zion. He went to Adu-Boahene, my brother, and took the car. Hold it there. Did you hear that? He went and took the car. But remember when I told him, Shatta, me, I know the story about the car, tracing it from the FBI and all that. But my boy, let the car go. And yet he went to court, swore an affidavit that the car was his. Take me to the court. Show me Shatta Wale's affidavit. He allowed himself to be convinced by Adu-Boahene and his lawyer Tachia, because they want to make this guy's case beautiful. Kwabena Adu-Boahene. Look at it. Supreme Court. 11th March 2026. Can you see it up there? Hey! And he says, in the matter of the Economic and Organized Crime Act 2010, and blah, 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 in the matter of an application for the discharge of a freezing order issued and the suit, blah, 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 blah. Look at it. In the matter of application for an order for lodgement and enforcement of foreign forfeiture order of tainted property. Listen, proceeds of crime pursuant to Section 56 of the Mutual Legal Assistance Act, blah, 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 blah. And in the matter of an application for the repatriation of properties, vehicles under the inherent jurisdiction of the High Court. And look at the people there. Number one, Nana Kwabena Amwa. You see him? Number two is who? Kwabena Adu-Boahene. Number three is what? The Dream Collection. That was where they saw the car first, sitting and enjoying at Kempinski in that video. And then Charles Ni Ama-Mensah, a.k.a. what? Shatta Wale. 4 people. And look at the affidavit. This is what? Affidavit of Charles Ni Ama-Mensah Jr. in opposition to originating notice of motion to discharge the freezing of tainted property or proceeds of crime of the respondents and a further order to lodge and enforce foreign forfeiture order by repatriating same to the United States government. He says, I, Charles Ni Ama-Mensah Jr. of number 1 Trasacco Phase 1, Accra, do hereby make oath and say as follows, I am the deponent hereto and the 4th respondent herein, and I depose to the facts and matters contained in the affidavit which are within my personal knowledge and advice received from counsel, which I honestly believe to be true, unless otherwise stated. This is what Shatta Wale told the court. That all that is going to say here is the truth. Oh, and the oath. And the oath. You know what that means? Go to the story. Quick. I don't want us to spend too much time here. Some of the facts about which I deposed to hearing insofar as they raise issues and or points of law are based upon the advice I have received from my lawyers in connection with this case, and which advice I verily believe to be true. At the hearing of this application, my counsel shall seek leave of this honorable court to refer to all processes filed so far in this suit as if same had been reproduced in this affidavit and sworn to on oath. I have been served with the application, blah, 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 blah. When you read all this, it comes. Then number 5, he says, I'm a recording artist of international repute, widely known in Ghana and beyond, which is true. By way of example, I won Artist of the Year at the 2014 Vodafone Ghana Music Awards and have since received numerous recognitions, including multiple awards at the 2019 Tree Music Awards and recognition at the 2025 International Reggae and World Music Awards in Roma, with millions of followers across all social media platforms. That is correct. 7, through my music career and related commercial activities, I have acquired several assets, including my yellow Lamborghini Euros vehicle with chassis number, blah, 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 blah. That's the vehicle. Sometime in 2024, I purchased a yellow Lamborghini Euros vehicle with chassis number, blah, blah, from a gentleman known to me as Razak. Listen. Now, the final purchase price of the vehicle was the Ghana cedi equivalent of approximately 150,000 USD after we had bargained from an initial price of 180,000 American dollars. That's what he says. In order to verify the history and authenticity of the said vehicle, I conducted a search on the www.carfax.com database using the chassis number of the vehicle. Now, the search results confirmed that the vehicle had a clean title and no recorded history of fraud or criminal activity associated with it. A copy of the Carfax search results is attached and marked Exhibit 1. Upon completion of this purchase, Razak furnished me with the original custom declaration documents, which is consistent with the usual trade practice in respect of second-hand vehicles sold by car dealers and garages in Accra. Now, following the purchase, the vehicle became my personal property and has at all material times been used solely by me. The vehicle has never formed part of any commercial fleet. Listen, 14. The vehicle has never formed part of any commercial fleet or hire arrangement as alleged by the applicant. It is common knowledge among my fan base and general public that the vehicle is frequently parked at my residence whenever I am driving in it. Auto-visual materials evidencing the same are attached and marked Exhibit 2. Paragraphs 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the affidavit in support are denied, and the applicant is put to strict proof of adverse therein. Now, when you read it over and over, it's a long thing. He tells you that he got this from Adu-Boahene. That's what he didn't say that. He said he bought it. He never said that he got it from Adu-Boahene and that it has never been part of any fleet of cars. And this is under oath. Officers, look at number 18. Officers acting on the instructions of the applicant informed me at my residence that they had come to seize the vehicle which they alleged had been sold to me by Commander Adu-Boahene. The second responded hearing. I immediately refuted that assertion and stated unequivocally that the attempt to connect the second respondent to my vehicle was entirely false and without any factual basis. I have consistently maintained that I do not wish to be drawn into whatever issues the applicant may have with the second respondent. My brother, my sister, dash it away. So this is what Shatta Wale is saying. He doesn't know Adu-Boahene. He never bought a car from Adu-Boahene. His car has never been part of any fleet of cars on display for hire or whatever. We've shown you a video that had a car like this. True? Let's assume that they just look alike and that Adu-Boahene didn't have that car. Because after that, Yoko asked Adu-Boahene, where is this car? This one here. They couldn't show. Is that not the one Shatta Wale is driving? See, no. I don't even know Shatta Wale. Now let us listen to what Adu-Boahene also said about this car. And we're going to be very brief. So let's look at this affidavit. As for Shatta Wale, they just dragged him in there. And he said whatever he said. Run it. Go. Now, it's the same thing. Go. And he lives at plot 6 Mayfair Estate, East Airport, Accra. Go. My brother, my sister. And this is what it is. And he says the same things, those same old things, go up, and he keeps saying that. This is his story. Number 7, he says, I state unequivocally that I do not claim, neither have I ever claimed any interest in the Lamborghini Urus, which is the subject matter of the present application. As such, I do not have any problem with the repatriation of the said vehicle to the United States, save that I will pray the court to ascertain the factual matters presented before it in respect of the importation, sale, use, and subsequent seizure of the vehicle by giving my lawyers the opportunity to cross-examine the applicant as part of the determination of the case. That's what he said. He didn't know the car. He had never had the car. He didn't know anything about the car, yet it was sitting, allegedly, right there amongst his fleet of cars. I'm going to tell you more. Now, it is imperative that this honorable court undertakes this important exercise because of blah, 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 blah. He said, I do not know the first respondent, neither have I had any association with him. That's Kobna Amwa. My wife, Angela Ejeboatin, owns and runs the third respondent. And I do not have any equity stake in it, neither am I part of the management. He said that, car company was for his wife, and he didn't have a hand. So we go to the registrar, general, and then we'll find out registration of companies whose names are there. My brother, this is interesting. Now, when you read, Adu-Boahene continues to say that he has, look, number 4, come. Number 11, save that I know the fourth respondent as a musician of renowned in the realm. I have no dealings with him, especially as it touches on the subject matter of this action. Listen, he never dealt with Shatta Wale on cars and anything. My brother, my sister, in order not to take too much time, look at paragraph 15. He says, paragraph 13 of the affidavit in support borders on perjury, given the fact that I have never been questioned by the applicant in relation to the source, ownership, and the sale of the Lamborghini Urus. In the light of the egregious allegations at the instant of the applicant, I shall pray the court to invite the applicant to mount the witness box and be subjected to cross-examination concerning his assertion. So Adu-Boahene wants Yoko to come up there, especially Capo di Tutti Capi, to explain why he's saying all this. Dash it away. Now, Stephen Appiah's name is somewhere. Bring it back. Number 17. He says, it is equally significant that Exhibit ESCO 1 does not mention me as being involved in any car selling arrangement, nor any of the offenses under which Brian Stephen Appiah, okay, that's a different name, was being investigated by the applicant. Well, dash it away. Let's look at the final one. It's going to be brief as well, and then we'll go into what they have said. Okay, Angela, that's the wife of Adu-Boahene, the owner of Dreams Collections, where this car was allegedly seen, that Adu-Boahene said he never saw. Run it up. Go. Okay, so that's the same thing. This is Angela Ejeboating. She lives at the same place with her husband. Go. That's it. That is what it is. My brother, my sister. And what is in there? The same old things. He said, number 5, I have internalized the material facts as stated by my husband, Comrade Adu-Boahene, the second respondent hearing, and I associate myself with the positive judicial confessions therein contained. That means whatever my husband has said is nothing but the truth. You see, now 7, the third respondent is not a luxury car dealership. Listen on. It's not a luxury car dealership. It does not sell vehicles. Neither is it a retailer business authorized to sell new or used vehicles, nor does it act as a link between vehicle manufacturers and customers. This is very important. Yet, they advertise cars, and they even gave a certain address and phone numbers, purporting to be doing that on behalf of Dream Collections. So who did that? Was it fake? Investigators are ready for them. My brother, my sister, this is what the woman has said. Now, we won't go too much into this. She doesn't know Shatta Wale. She didn't give Shatta Wale any car, the Lamborghini Urus with blah, blah. Dash it away. Now, this is where the story is going to end. After saying all this, Yoko has responded. And they are in court. Today, my brother, my sister, everything will be clear. What is Yoko saying? After looking at all this, this is what Yoko says. Go. It's interesting. The same things, go. And then we will see exactly what it is. 11th day of March 2025. Go. It's interesting. My brother, my sister, you've gone back to Angela. Go to Yoko. And listen, Yoko has made it clear. Yoko has investigated this issue. Yoko has pictures to show that this is the car. The same chassis number. How Shatta Wale got in contact with Comrade Adu-Boahene. The chats between them. What they told each other before they came to get this. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. And it's serious. Now, there was an assistant. I'm waiting for the Yoko one. I don't want to jump the story. Okay? Give me the Yoko affidavit. Now, Yoko has made it clear that, listen, all these people are lying. Adu-Boahene knows about this dream collection. We have evidence that Adu-Boahene got the same car and registered this car. He registered it. We have evidence that when Adu-Boahene got this dirty car, he put national security number plate on it. And it was an Obuasi number plate. So this is Bridget Kubatu of Yoko. Run it. Go up. Let's go into the meat of the story. My brother, my sister. And it's interesting. Now watch this. Number 4. Contrary to the assertions of the second respondent that he has never had any association whatsoever with the Lamborghini Urus, investigations conducted by the applicant reveal a direct nexus between the second respondent and the said vehicle. 5. That during investigation, the applicant obtained a search and extraction of evidence order from this honorable court. Accra, dated 2nd April, blah, 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 in respect to the second respondent's Samsung mobile phone. Listen. Samsung mobile phone. Under the suit, blah, blah, blah. Find attached copies of the court order dated 2nd April 2025 and marked as Exhibit Yoko 10. So from Adu-Boahene's phone, second respondent, they found everything about the car. Did you hear that? That pursuant to the said order, electronic devices and digital evidence were lawfully examined and extracted by investigators of the applicant. That the forensic examination of the extracted data revealed communications, photographs, and electronic records directly linking the second respondent to the Lamborghini Urus, which is the subject matter of this proceeding. So you see why I told you, Shatta Wale was communicating with Adu-Boahene on this car issue. Adu-Boahene went to register the car. And then he got insurance. I don't want to mention the name of the insurance company. The same car. Watch this. Now see this. Number 8. It says that the extracted communications revealed discussions concerning the concealment of the identity and appearance of the Lamborghini Urus. Further forensic analysis established that shortly after the first respondent was convicted in October 2023, the second respondent, acting through his subordinate Ben Ansah. Listen, Ben Ansah was the assistant of this dirty guy called Adu-Boahene at NSB, who was then the director of operations of the National Signals Bureau, caused the yellow Lamborghini Urus to be repainted from its original ash gray color to yellow in or about November 2024. The original color of that car was ash gray. I have seen videos of the car being repainted. I have seen that. Now, the WhatsApp communications between the second respondent and Ben Ansah revealed that the second respondent personally selected the yellow color and issued the final instruction stating Lambo dear and one yellow. That was what Commander Adu-Boahene texted.
Etinutie Black Rasta and Semua Oka in this particular video, not just say, Oshe papers and also the things he's proving not just say, Asemono and ye party saying Asem Ketwa. But me in particular, at first I was thinking say it was a hit and a Black Rasta maybe or time Shatta Wale. Now so this particular time Black Rasta was talking with so much evidence. I just say proving some court papers be I just say Asem Ketwa say Shatta Wale ding it was to be court papers from a Supreme Court. I just say Adu-Boahene, the Dreamscar collections and whatsoever. Omudin it was so ebi. Now Black Rasta HD more I say maybe Shatta Wale may face a jail sentence because of an insimbi or in a year court some time ago. na yɛn nyinaa nso yɛ kae sɛ Shatta Wale some time ago ne bɛkyerɛ mu sɛ car no ɛyɛ ɔno ankasa ɛna ɔtɔɔyɛ ɛfiri one particular guy bi yɛfrɛ no sɛ Razak ɛhɔ na ɔtɔɔ car no $15,000 na ɔsɛ ɛfiri ti sɛ ɔtɔɔ car no Zak no ɔne no ɔma lucy ɛyɛ contact kakra nti onim baabi a currently Zak no ɛwɔ nanso Black Rasta kyerɛ mu a ɔse baabi asɛm no akɔ akɔduru no ɛne sɛ ɔmahu sɛ car no Shatta Wale ɛnya firi ɛyɛ Nana Adu-Boahene ɛhɔ enti no anhwɛ because of intro Shatta twa wɔ court enti no he may face a jail sentence. Either it's true or not. I'm not the one may prove it. Shatta Wale and in the lawyers egusu omo court omo and be prove e court we ya Black Rasta and some kan ye and I'm be breaking it down me de ema wono o first time abani an you ben so subscribe to our YouTube channel so that any updates we had be na onsa ebe to me I can be don't forget so be following on all social media platforms ye ni gusu di asem na chi de be koso bia no ye de be bro